for the Philippine National Anthem. Please remain standing for the Sangguniang prayer to be led by the gentleman from the 1st District, the Honorable Russell Banyas.
In the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, as we deliberate in today's session, give us the wisdom to overcome passion. Give us that understanding heart to do away with prejudice. Give us the foresight to know what the future may devise. Give us the courage and strength to seek the truth in what is good. Give us the facility of language that we may be understood. And finally, our Lord, make us worthy public servants of this province. We deeply love and highly honor the province of Camarines Sur, the premier province of Bicol Region. Amen.
Amen. You may be seated. The Secretary is directed to do the roll call and ascertain the presence of a quorum.
Roll call. Honorable Vice Governor Fortunato C. Piña. Honorable Board Member Romulo O. Hernandez. Honorable Board Member Russell N. Banyes. Honorable Board Member Wilfredo Rex C. Oliva. Honorable Board Member Fabio E. Picoracion. Honorable Board Member Emmanuel H. Noble. Honorable Board Member Alexander James D. Haushan. Honorable Board Member Nelson B. Holia. Honorable Board Member Amador L. Simando. Honorable Board Member Helmar S. Pacamara. Honorable Board Member Salvador A. Sinyar Jr. Honorable Board Member George R. Bengua. Honorable Board Member Nelly P. Largo. Your Honor, I hereby certify the existence of a quorum.
Will now be in order. The floor leader, Rex Oliva, is hereby recognized.
Approval of the journal. Journals dated June 28, 2017, the 48th regular session, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of our journals dated June 28 to 48th regular session.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Banyas and the Honorable Attorney Simando. The journal dated June 28, 2017, representing the 48th regular session, is hereby adopted and approved.
Approval of the agenda, Your Honor.
For inclusion, the Attorney Simando is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For inclusion is a resolution appreciating and commending Police Superintendent Errol T. Garcitorena Jr. for his exemplary performance and laudable achievement as Chief of Police of the Pili Municipal Police Office. My co-sponsor or co-author of this resolution is the Honorable Vice Governor Fortunato C. Piña. May I move for the approval of this motion?
Your inclusion will be under business
for the day.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Bengua. The inclusion of Attorney Simando is hereby adopted.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
For inclusion under business of the day, very urgent resolution addressed to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan through Governor Mix Villaparte. Resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Villaparte for in behalf of the provincial government of Camarines Sur to disburse in or utilize for specified purposes therein the proceeds of the insurance claims in connection with the Typhoon Glenda from the Government Service Insurance System, GSIS, under business of the day, Mr.
Under
Chairman.
business for the day. Any second?
And then second,
Duly seconded by the Honorable Bengua.
and then second, Mr. Chairman, resolution expressing heartfelt condolences and deep sympathy to the bereaved family, relatives of friends of the late Cyrus Gaiti of Sona, owner of the Lake Bowie Resort, located in Barangay Cabatuan, Municipality of Bowie, Province of Camarines Sur, and the Elton Cebu Resort in Towers, located in the island of Mactan in the province of Cebu, who died on untimely death last August 20, 2017. Under business of the day, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Figuracion, Honorable Banyes, and the ABC Chairwoman. The inclusion of Board Member Noble is hereby adopted. The Honorable Nelson Julia is recognized.
I move for the inclusion, Mr. Chairman, of resolution urging the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Health to strictly monitor the possible entry of avian influenza outbreak in the province of Camarines Sur under business for the day, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Pacamara. The inclusion of Board Member Noble is hereby adopted. Yes, the Honorable Pacamara.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon po. I have two items for inclusion under business for the day. One is a resolution requesting the Department of Public Works and Highways through Secretary Mark A. Villar for the immediate completion of concrete two-lane bridges for the here in below listed bridge construction projects in the province of Camarines Sur. And number two, Mr. Chairman, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Miguel Luis R. Villafuerte, Governor, to enter into, for and behalf of the province of Camarines Sur, a memorandum of agreement with the BRS Certification Services Philippines Company, represented by Ms. Catherine R. Coro, Managing Partner, relative to providing ISO 9001-2008 certification for the legislative process of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of the province of Camarines Sur. I move for inclusion under business.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Largo. The both inclusion of the Honorable Hilmar Pacamara hereby adopted and approved.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead.
may I ask the proponent on that first inclusion is related to letter K under first reading, under letters, circulars, and other communications. This is the basic letter of Engineer Epres.
No, Mr. Chairman. This resolution is separate from that of the Engineer Epres, Mr. Chairman. This letter is a request from the Office of the Governor.
But under letter K, Mr. Chair, is a basic letter of requesting for a resolution the Governor to enter into and sign a memorandum of agreement for and on behalf of the province of Camarines Sur with the DPWH and DILG relative to the implementation of a special local fund, road fund, under Republic Act 8794 or the MVUC law. And the title of the resolution being authored by the Honorable Pacamara is with the same tenor. So is this related?
May I know, Mr. Chairman, from the board member of the 5th District, if what item, site, name of construction?
Under letter K, of letters, circulars, and other communications, because if this is, Mr. Chair, interrelated, so we might as well be moving letter K from first reading to business for to consolidate in order to consolidate this with the being proposed by the Honorable Pacamara.
May I have a 1 minute recess, Mr. Chairman?
Yes. 1 minute recess granted. Rex, different. Iba? Iba. Yes. Kay Pacamara yan, ano? Yeah.
So iba man din. Ipa-include mo niyo yan. Paano yun eh?
So basically, it's different. The Honorable Pacamara is requested to approach the chair. It's totally different. Ayun. Tapos may request naman ang chair sa'yo.
Ay, hindi man sa manifest for then. So, unfortunately, manifest na lang. Pagkapot, isa consider na sa business.
Magkaiba na.
Magkaiba.
No, mag-continue pa rin kasi magkaiba. The session will continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Confer the proposed measure that he is intending to include in the agenda is different from what is stated under letter K of letters and communications. So after all accommodating the inclusions, may I now move for the approval of the agenda as amended?
Duly seconded by the Honorable Bengwa. The agenda for today is hereby approved as amended.
First reading, letter circulars and other communications. Letter A, basic letter dated August 9, 2017 from Mr. Renz Gonzalo S. Repi, OIC Icarmo, addressed to Honorable Vice Governor Fortunato C. Peña, requesting for a Sangguniang Panlalawigan resolution approving the procurement of one vehicle for the use of the Information Communication, Archives and Records Management Office and Provincial Rural Development Office, Your Honor.
Considering, Mr. Chair, that we will ascertain as to the availability of fund relative to this request, I move that this be referred first to the Committee on Finance and Appropriations.
Letter A of number 2 is hereby referred to the Committee on Finance and Appropriation.
Letter B, letter dated August 1, 2017 from Attorney Veronica T. Briones, General Manager, Camarines 4 Electric Cooperative Incorporated, addressed to the Office of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan through Honorable Vice Governor Fortunato C. Peña, Presiding Officer, requesting that said order and notice be posted at the bulletin board of the Sangguniang and thereafter a certification bearing the dry cell of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan as proof of posting.
I move, Mr. Chair, that the basic letter of Attorney Veronica T. Briones, the General Manager of Casureco 4, dated August 1, 2017, be referred to the Committee on Energy, Electrification, and Renewable Resources.
Letter 2A, dated August 1, 2017, is hereby referred to the Committee on Energy.
Letter C. Letter dated July 19, 2017, from Urbano C. Minjula Jr., Vice President, Corporate Affairs Group, National Power Corporation, Quezon Avenue, corner BIR Road, Diliman, Quezon City, furnishing copy of the ERC public hearing on the 14th grant application and requesting for a certification of posting, duly signed by the designated representatives, bearing the seal and logo, certifying the receipt and posting on the bulletin boards of the said ERC order and notice of public hearing.
The same motion, Mr. Chair, that letter C under G2 be referred to the Committee on Energy, Electrification, and Renewable Resources.
Letter 2C, dated July 19, 2017, from Urbano Menjola Jr. is hereby referred to the Committee on Energy.
Letter D. Letter dated August 2, 2017, from Tolentino G. Aquino, Assistant Regional Director, addressed to the Provincial Secretary, Ms. Nimpa Bicas, acknowledging receipt of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Resolution number 392 series of 2017, dated July 13, 2017, resolution requesting the Department of Education through DepEd Regional Office number 5 to convert the Palestina Elementary School in the municipality of Pili, this province, into an integrated school to provide accommodation for the Bicol High School for the Arts and Culture established under Republic Act numbered 9548.
I move, Mr. Chair, that this basic letter dated August 2, 2017 of Tolentino G. Aquino, Assistant Regional Director of the Department of Education, together with letter F, basic letter dated July 19, 2017 from Attorney Darren M. De Jesus, Head Executive Assistant, House of Representatives, and letter G, letter dated July 18, 2017 from Attorney Mayorico E. Caliwara, Assistant Secretary and Chief of Staff, Department of Information and Communications and Technology. Considering that these are letters acknowledging receipt of the resolutions passed by this August body, be just duly noted.
Letters 2D, 2F, and 2G are all noted.
Letter E, second notice of hearing from Attorney Elenito M. Bagalihog, Chief Water Rights Division, National Water Resources Board, Suha San Antonio Regulators Association Incorporated, NWRB case numbers 2016-101, 2016-102, and 2016-103, furnish the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Camarines Sur, and shall post the same in a conspicuous place for a period of at least 15 days, and shall remain posted thereat for such a length of time.
I move, Mr. Chair, that letter 2E, this letter from Attorney Elenito M. Bagalihog, Chief Water Rights Division, National Water Resources Board, be referred to the Committee on Public Utilities and Services.
Letters 2E is hereby referred to the Committee on Public Utilities.
Letter H, letter dated July 24, 2017 from Ruben N. Santos Jr., OIC District Engineer, Department of Public Works and Highways, Camarines Sur First Engineering Office, addressed to Mr. Francisco B. Verde Jr., Assistant Provincial Secretary for Legislation, furnishing the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Camarines copy of the status report of various infrastructure projects for the month of June 2017.
I move, Mr. Chair, that letter H, this letter dated July 24, 2017, of Engineer Ruben S. Santos, Jr., OIC District Engineer of Camarines Sur 1 District Engineering Office, be duly noted.
Letter 2H is hereby duly noted.
Letter I, basic letter dated August 10 from Ms. Lucina N. Bermeo, Department Head, addressed to Honorable Fortunato C. Peña, Vice Governor, through Mrs. Nimpabicas, Provincial Secretary, requesting the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to pass a resolution to it. Number 1, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Ruiz Arbella Puerte on behalf of the Provincial Government of Camsor to sign a memorandum of agreement with the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration, represented by Engineer Eupronio H. Garcia, OIC, Department of Agriculture, Regional Field Unit Number 5, represented by Dr. Elena B. De Los Santos, Regional Executive Director, Partido State University, represented by Dr. Raul G. Bradesina, President and Municipalities of Pamplona, Pili, San Jose, represented by its municipal mayors, Honorable Agustos Cesar M. Cruz III, Honorable Tomas P. Bongalonta, and Honorable Antonio B. Chavez, for the implementation of climate information services, provisioning, and the agriculture sector.
I move, Mr. Chair, that the first item under letter I, this basic letter of Ms. Lucena and Bermeo, the Edmero head, be referred to the Committee on Agriculture.
Letter 2I, dated August 10, 2017, from Mrs. Lucena N. Bermeo, is hereby referred to the Committee on Agriculture.
Number 2, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Luis Arbella Puerte on behalf of the Provincial Government of Camarines Sur to sign a memorandum of agreement with the Boy Scout of the Philippines, represented by Maria Concepcion R. Vicino, for granting financial assistance in the amount of 2,500,000 pesos.
I move that the number 2 item of letter I be referred to the Committee on Civil Society Organizations and to the Committee on Finance and Appropriations.
Letter 2-I-2 is hereby referred to the Committee on Civil Society and consequently referred to the Committee on Appropriation and Finance.
Letter J, basic letter dated August 14, 2017, from the Provincial Administrator Angel Ginobal, addressed to Honorable Vice Governor Fortunato C. Peña, requesting for a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Luis Arbella Puerte a memorandum of agreement with the Naga College Foundation Incorporated and the 8-Layer Technologies Incorporated and the sponsorship of Software Freedom Day, Camarines Sur 2017.
I move, Mr. Chair, that letter J, this basic letter dated August 14, 2017, of Provincial Administrator Angel Ginaval, be referred to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
Mr. Chairman, considering that a very urgent request by Provincial Administrator, may I request if that be transferred to from First Trading to under business for today.
There is
Noble.
any
Thank you,
second,
Chairman.
duly seconded by Honorable Bengua, Simando, and Pacama. By referred to
Provincial Secretary. May I also move, Mr. Chair, that letter K L, this basic letter dated July 31. of Gainsa. And basic letter dated August 17, 2000, na Pasakaw.
Directed to be transferred business for the day.
You. City municipal and all resolutions.
Mr. Chair, please.
Go ahead.
Indulgence of the Assistant Provincial Secretary. May I be allowed to read all the items under city municipal ordinances and all resolutions under letter H and mention the particular committee or committees where they will be referred. Under letter A, of the Diego be referred to the committee on in one of 2017 of the municipality of Calabanga, together with letter C, Appropriation Ordinance number 02, series of 2017 of the same municipality, and letter Appropriation Ordinance number 217-42 of 2017 of the municipality of Batu. Letter G, Resolution number 46 of 2017 of the municipality of Cabusan, 2017 of the municipality of Sangay, 2017 of the municipality of Insa, with letter J of Gainsa. Letter P, Municipal Ordinance number 007, series of 2017 of the municipality of Sangay, referred to the Committee on Finance. Letter D, Ordinance number 01 of the municipality of Calabanga. May I be enlightened first, Mr. Chair, considering that this is an ordinance amending, may I ask if the original ordinance attached to ordinance
answer the query of the Honorable.
That being the case, the original, because we have that intent.
Continue.
I have my motion, Mr. Chair, that this be.
You may continue. You may continue. We will approve them.
And under letter A again,
Yes, Your Honor, it is already attached.
Title of Ordinance Number 4.
Municipal 15, an ordinance amending the provision ordinance number 7, series of the municipality of Garchitorena, Camarines.
And what again is the title of that ordinance number? Because the title of the ordinance is only amending ordinance. So this representation is in quandary where or what committee it will be referred to.
The title of Municipal Ordinance Number 9, series of 2017, Your Honor, an ordinance amending the Municipal Ordinance Number 4, series of 2015 of the Municipality of Garchitorena, Camarines.
And ordinance number 4 is?
And attached herein is the Municipal Ordinance Number 4, an ordinance amending the provision of Municipal Ordinance Number 7, series of 2003 of the Municipality of Garchitorena, Camarines.
And what is ordinance number 7, series of 2003?
For the interpretation of the chair for the, there is an ordinance amending a certain ordinance that indicates only an ordinance number.
It is no longer attached, Your Honor, Ordinance Number 7, series of 2003.
So to what committee are we going to refer that ordinance of the municipality of Garchitorena?
Is there a policy? May policy ba dyan?
It's about rates of trimobile.
Rates of
Trimobile, Your Honor, trimobile fees.
If that is indeed the case, Mr. Chair, I move that Municipal Ordinance Number 09, Series of 2017 of the Municipality of Garchitorena be referred to the Committee on Public Utilities and Services. And letter K, Ordinance Number 09, Series of 2017 of the Municipality of Ragay be referred to the Committee of the same municipality on Health, Nutrient of the Municipality of Lagunoy be referred to the Committee on Health, cross-referred to and Family Relations. This is because what appears here is Municipal Ordinance Number 2017-04 of the City of Iriga. Siyudad na po ang Iriga. This should be City Ordinance Number 2017-04. And considering that this is an ordinance amending an existing ordinance, may I know if Ordinance Number 2012-07 is attached to the document submitted?
City Secretary, wala pong naka-indicate ng 12. Thus is attached in the...
Mr. Chair, before acting on letter N from our component local government units, if there is no attachment on an original ordinance or resolution in cases where what being an existing ordinance or resolution. Because being a delay, Mr. Chair, because what we do is to ask for our session, Mr. Chair. So let reminds our frontline, our standing policy. Ordinance number 2000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Honorable Oliva, you're asking city ordinance to be returned.
Yes. Series of 2017 of the Municipality of Sangay be referred to the Committee on Laws and You, cross-referred to the Committee on Finance and Appropriation with respect to the appropriation of funds. The letter R, Municipal Ordinance Number 01 series of 2017 of the Municipality of Presentacion be referred to the Committee on Health, cross-referred to the Committee on Gender and Development, Women, Children, and Family Relation.
This is for the day.
Mr. Chair, the committee chairperson of the Oversight Committee should render first report, and out of his report, the motion that it be, because we will be having a query. It is just proper, as he said, that it be referred to, it be transferred from out of his committee report. There will be, it will be transferred to business for the day for some legislative measures.
Business for the day.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. The request to transfer a proposed ordinance confirming the utilization of the existing provincial seal of Camarines Sur is hereby transferred to business for the day.
So that is the report already of the chairperson.
Yes.
That the original title stating that an ordinance ratifying. So it will be changed more appropriately, according to him, that the words that shall be used should be confirming the utilization of the seal.
Actually, that is the title of the ordinance,
The ordinance.
Mr. Chairman, Your Honor.
So I second, Mr. Chair, the motion that out from that report, we will be having some deliberation on the proposed measure.
There being no objection, the committee report is hereby transferred to business for the day.
Not the committee report, Mr. Chair, but the
No longer
outcome of the committee report.
I'm
Committee
sorry.
report.
Not the committee report, because we cannot transfer committee report to today, but the outcome of the committee report.
But
For consideration,
but
Mr.
we
Chair,
have to.
may I?
Yes,
For
yes.
consideration, Mr. Chair, after my committee report, I have here a copy of an ordinance.
Towards, you will be proposing under business for the day.
The very
Yes.
reason why we
With the,
Move for the adoption. Duly seconded by the Honorable Noble. The committee report is,
Mr. Chair,
and then you will be moving for a suspension of the rules. The rules have been suspended already. You will be proposing. The chair will now take your proposition.
I have already moved for the
There is a pending
adaptation. Yes, Mr.
we have already adopted your committee report, and you have already put into motion an ordinance. I will say it again. Yes, we have already approved the inclusion of your ordinance and business for the day.
Okay,
Thank
yes,
you
Mr.
very
Chairman.
much.
Thank members.
Abdil Galileo Camarines Sur, entitled Resolution Unanimously Authorizing the Local Government Mansalaya Farm to Market Road, so project number E, prescribed 16 and 17 Republic Act, that unit shall exercise the powers expressed essential to the promotion of the general welfare, such as infrastructure facilities intended primarily to service the needs of the constituents. Recommendation: after final evaluation, the committee hereby declares Resolution number 56, series of 2017, Municipality of Del Galileo, Camarines Sur, valid and recommends for approval. I move for the approval of this resolution, Mr. Chairman.
And the second, duly seconded by the Honorable Banyas, Figuracion, Honorable Simando, and Honorable Noble. The committee report of the Honorable Nelson Julia is hereby approved and adopted.
Item number 2, Mr. Chairman. Resolution number 57, series of 2017, Municipality of Del Galileo, Camarines Sur, entitled Resolution Unanimously Authorizing the Local Government Unit of Del Galileo, represented herein by Honorable Lydia B. Abarientos, Municipal Mayor, referred to us the LGU to enter into amendment to sub-project agreement for the construction of Tabion Farm to Market Road with the Department of Agrarian Reform, represented herein by Yusik Silvia F. Malyari, PIO, Foreign Assisted and Special Project referred to as the DAR. Same findings, Mr. Chairman. And the recommendation, after final evaluation, the committee hereby declares Resolution Number 57, Series of 2017 of Municipality of Delgalillo, Camarines Sur, valid and recommends for its approval. I move for the approval of this resolution, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Duly seconded unanimously. There being no objection, the report of the Honorable Nelson Julia is hereby approved and adopted.
Item number 3, Mr. Chairman. Resolution number 53, Series of 2017 of Municipality of Delgalillo, Camarines Sur, entitled Resolution Unanimously Authorizing the Local Government Unit of Delgalillo, Camarines Sur, represented herein by Honorable Lydia Abarientos, Municipal Mayor, referred to us the municipality to enter into memorandum of agreement with the Philippine Coconut Authority, represented by its Regional Manager 3, Mateo B. Sipagan, with office address at PCA, Rizal Street, Old Albay District, Sapgon, Legazpi City, for the implementation of participatory coconut planting project in the municipality. Findings, after careful study and perusal of the subject resolution, the committee finds that it has been approved within the scope of authority of the prescribed powers and conferred upon the Sangguniang Bayan of Delgalillo, and is in accordance with the section 16 and 17 of RA 7160, that the local government units shall exercise the power expressly vested upon them, essential to the promotion of the general welfare, such as research and agricultural projects, which includes coconut development, intended primarily to service the needs of the farmer, of its primary constituents. Recommendation, after final evaluation, the committee hereby declares Resolution number 58, Series of 2017 of the Municipality of Delgalillo, Camarines Sur, valid and recommends for its approval. I move for its approval, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Russell Banyas. There being no objection, the committee report is hereby adopted and approved.
Item number 4, Resolution number 59, Series of 2017 of Municipality of Delgalillo, Camarines Sur, entitled Resolution Unanimously Authorizing Honorable Lydia B. Abarientos, Municipal Mayor, in behalf of the local government unit of Delgalillo, Camarines Sur, to enter into memorandum of agreement with the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, BIFAR, Regional Office 5, herein represented by Director D. Coro, Regional Director, Office Address of Fabrica Bula, for the implementation of fish coral projects in Albay Gulf and Ragay Gulf for LGU Delgalillo, Camarines Sur, for the effective management, conservation, and sustainable utilization of fisheries and aquatic resources. After the final evaluation, the committee hereby declares Resolution number 59, Series of 2017 of Municipality of Delgalillo, Camarines Sur, valid and recommends for its approval. I move for this approval, Mr. Chairman.
Duly seconded by the Honorable Russell Banyas and Honorable Figuracion. The committee report of the Honorable Nelson Julia is hereby approved and adopted. Before we continue, it is the understanding of the chair that the Honorable Pacamara has 3 inclusion under business for the day. 3. The first 2 and the last would be the one that you have manifested earlier. Thank you.
The committee report of the Committee on Laws and Review. Honorable Board Member Amador Arismando, Chairperson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a committee report of the Committee on Laws and Review, consisting of 7 items, Mr. Chairman. Considering that the honorable members of this august body have been furnished with copies of this report, except for item number 2, which I hereby request that the same be withheld, approval, may I move for the approval of items of the recommendation of items
Approval.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the committee report.
Any second?
Mr. Chair, before acting on the motion, please, may I be clarified on what is that particular item under number 2? Because we have already conferred with the Honorable the chairperson, the proponent, but I am not aware of under what item it was included in his report.
Item number 2 is an ordinance number 011-2017 of the Municipality of Nabua, Camarines. This is an ordinance authorizing Vice Mayor Marisa Vilitario Howe to enter into contract of services, consultancy services, contract of advertisements, contract of publications for and on behalf of the Sangguniang Bayan as part of her duties and function and for other purposes. This representation believes that there is a need for further study of this particular item.
So you are not including that in your report?
I am not including this item for the approval because there is still a need for extensive study of this particular.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I subscribe to the opinion of the Honorable Simando. And however, Mr. Chair, under item number 7, I believe the ordinance of Balatan, is that Balatan? Number 7?
Number 7. Wala kang committee report.
In the title, this is an ordinance regulating the operation of lumber yards, coconut wood dealers, processing of coconut trees, and illegal cutting and disposition, transportation of coconut trees and coco lumber of the municipality of Balatan.
May my suggestion be considered, Mr. Chair, because in the very title of the ordinance alone, it states that regulating illegal cutting, processing, in the title of the ordinance alone. May I know the title, please, of that ordinance? The ordinance.
Your Honor, we are very sorry we have no copy of the committee report.
We have no copy at this moment of the ordinance of the
But
municipality.
the title, si title lang po. Si title. Title lang kang ordinance. Because
May I read again the title of the ordinance?
Yes po. Number 7 lang.
An ordinance regulating the operation of lumber yards, cocoa wood dealers, processing of coconut trees, and illegal cutting and disposition, transportation of coconut trees and cocoa lumber. This is the
Title. And the recommendation of the committee is to declare said ordinance valid
for approval.
For approval. Mr. Chair, may suggestion be considered by the chairperson, considering that in the title alone, it states that to regulate the illegal cutting. I believe we cannot regulate illegal cutting, considering from the word itself, it is illegal.
Yes. So
my recommendation, Mr. Chair, is that in the recommendation of the committee, it should include therein that the title be changed, including all the contents therein that speaks of regulating illegal cutting. That the word illegal be deleted from the title and other portion of the ordinance.
Okay.
What's the pleasure of the proponent?
I refer to the suggestion of the Honorable Oliva on this particular aspect.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
So, committee report of Attorney Simando numbers 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all approved and adopted, with number 7, a certain amendment on the word illegal. What do you mean by amendment? Specifically, to change or to remove?
Mr. Chair, considering that we cannot amend any provision in the ordinance, because this is at the first instance passed and approved by the Sangguniang Bayan of Balatan, ours is to make a recommendation that the word illegal be deleted from the title and other provisions in the ordinance. We will only be part of the recommendation, Mr. Chair.
I see. So this is an amendment by deletion. And committee report number 2 of Attorney Simando is, my understanding, is laid on the table.
Mr. Chairman, we are just requesting that item number 2 be deferred.
Be deferred.
Be deferred. And as regards item number 7, we agree to the observation of the Honorable Oliva, and therefore may we request that be allowed to return to the Sangguniang Bayan of Balatan this particular ordinance.
Okay. So, the motion for approval of the chairman is for the approval of reports number 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and committee report number 7 be returned to its origin, and committee report number 2 be laid on the table. Is there a second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Bengua and Honorable Oliva. The committee report, as mentioned, is hereby approved.
Business for the day. The number 1 item, Your Honor, is the transferred item from letter I, the basic letter dated August 14, 2017 from Provincial Administrator Angel G. Nabal, addressed to Honorable Vice Governor Fortunato C. Piña, requesting for a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villapuerte to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Naga College Foundation Incorporated and the 8-Layer Technologies Incorporated and the sponsorship of the Software Freedom Day Camarines or 2017.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This be urgent resolution addressed to Sangguniang Panlalawigan, signed by Provincial Administrator Angel Nabal. The title of this resolution, Mr. Chairman, under first reading transfer to business of the day, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villapuerte for enter into memorandum of agreement with the Naga College Foundation Incorporated and the 8-Layer Technologies Incorporated and the sponsorship of the Software Freedom Day Camarines 2017. May I read, Mr. Chairman, the proposal for approval, the resolution. Whereas the Naga College Foundation Incorporated, INSIP Incorporated, College of Engineering and Computer Studies, and the 8-Layer Technologies Incorporated, in the Provincial Government of Camarines Sur, in the public education effort with the aim increasing awareness of free software on its virtues and to encourage its use, sponsoring the Software Freedom Day 2017 on September 23, 2017, an annual worldwide celebration the free software established since 2004 of the Capital Convention on the September 22, 2017, an annual worldwide celebration of free software established since 2014 at the Capitol Convention Center and the Capitol Water Sports Center, CWC, whereas the provincial government of Camarines Sur, PGO Camarines Sur, will be the government unit partner organized to the above stated event wherein the said sponsorship will take the PGCS straight in its target market and demonstrate its level of support of its will be provided an opportunity to reconnect and build awareness and show the support to an important cause which is technological education and advancement. Whereas the PGO Camarines Sur AGO partner organizes is granting permission to the use of the PGO Camarines Sur logo and in any published material for the Software Freedom Day Camarines Sur 2017. Whereas the PGO Camarines Sur as LGO partner organizer offer the facilities of the provincial government during the convention and parallel to the session of the participants. So, very urgent, Mr. Chairman, my co-principal author, the Honorable Rex Oliva, as my co-principal author, they said request, urgent request by I move for the approval, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Figuracion, Simando, and Bengua. The motion is carried.
And then, may continue, Mr. Chairman, the two items.
Yes, your inclusion. You have
Yes,
two
yes, thank
inclusions.
you. Then resolution number, this is also urgent request by Governor through the Budget Officer. Resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Miguel Luis R. Villafuerte for in behalf of the provincial government of Camarines Sur to disburse on or utilize for the specified purposes wherein the proceeds of the insurance claim on its connection with the Typhoon Glenda from the Government Service Insurance System, GSIS. So my co-principal author, the Honorable Oliva, whereas the province of Camarines Sur was by Super Typhoon Glenda last 2017, which caused material loss and devastation by the properties infrastructure of the provincial government. Whereas among the property which were totally destroyed were multi-purpose tent in the provincial capital complex, the cabanas in Serious Camarines Sur Waterworks, Water Sports Complex CWC building and structure. The Capital Convention Center and other administrative offices were also damaged. Whereas the foregoing building and structure were insured by the provincial government with the DGSIS, the official claims were filed few weeks after the typhoon. Then, whereas the GSIS stopped years before finally releasing the proceeds and only starting December 2015 and during the year 2016 and 2017 that started to release the proceeds of the said insurance claim per into attached schedule. Whereas because of the utmost necessity that it is in order not to disrupt or hamper the operation and services of the CWC in other administrative offices, the provincial government during the year 2014-2015 had already performed or caused to be performed the repair and building anew the various building and structure affected. The money used for the said repair and building anew come from the general fund of the provincial government. Whereas the multipurpose tent with the proceed from the insurance claim amounting to the 20,206,806.67 pesos and no longer intended to deem viable by the provincial government to be repaired, reconstructed, or built anew. Whereas the provincial accountant office other taking up in the books of accounts the subject insurance claim or proceeds in the total amount of 35,690,675.51 pesos said proceed from the insurance claim are now considered as being the special trust account and thus may be used for the other purposes of which the august body shall be hereby authorized. So there was specified the said
Yes.
amounts, Chairman.
Before we act on your proposition,
Yes.
may I ask the proponent if the Honorable Figuracion is also a co-author? of
Yes,
co-author
so-
also.
Being
I see.
also my partner in Rinconada, so they included in my...
Do I hear a motion?
Yes, yes, Mr. Chairman. I move for the approval, Mr. Chairman.
Any second, duly seconded by the attorney, Attorney Simando and the Honorable Bengua. The motion as presented by the Honorable
Thank
Noble
you,
is
Mr.
hereby
Chair-
approved.
Mr. Chairman. So another resolution, Mr. Chairman, a resolution expressing heartfelt condolences and deepest sympathy to the bereaved family, relatives, and friends of the late Cyrus Gaiti Obsona, owner of the Lake Buwi Resort located at Barangay Cabatuan, Municipality of Buwi, Province of Camarines Sur, and Elton Cebu Resort and Tower located in the island of Mactan and the province of Cebu, who died on untimely death last August 20, 2017. My co-principal author, Mr. Chairman, the four, my colleagues in Rinconada, the Honorable Rex Oliva, the Honorable Bots Figuracion, the Honorable Nelly Largo, as well as the two board members for the 4th District, considering that the very close of Mr. Cyrus Obsona, the also known as also Buenon, the Honorable Badong Simando, and also the Honorable Maymay Pacamara. So they said, whereas, Mr. Chairman, subject for style, considering
Subject to
that some of my colleagues also be included in whereases,
Yes.
so that they can also
we understand.
be
And this-
so subject for style, Mr. Chairman. I move for the approval of this.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Banyas and Honorable Simando. The proposition is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, may I just, although I am one of the co-authors or co-sponsors of that resolution, may I know from the principal author if what is his plan on that resolution, considering that as per information, the body of the deceased will be trans-Manila
Yes, yes.
to Buhi. And when are we going to
I think we'll
hand
be-
that to the heirs of...
I think we will help from Manila tomorrow up to August 25 in the afternoon, and then we will be brought to Cebu City in the afternoon of August 25.
So, the main author to where the resolution to the bereaved family
Yes,
of the late...
With my
Cyrus
partner,
Obsona.
the Honorable Boots Figuracion, being also very close to the late Cyrus Obsona. With also, if probably the presiding officer also, Honorable Pacamara, and the individual on the afternoon of tomorrow, August 24, or morning of
For the
August
signing.
25. Okay?
Yeah.
So if any other question, Mr. Chairman,
The Sangguniang Secretary is so directed
please
to
prepare
expedite
the Assistant Secretary prepare this
resolution.
resolution.
Ex-
I
in
think,
a plaque form.
yes, yes. I think also, mayroon akong naano dyan, parang mayroon tayong plaque na hindi pa na-award kay Mr. Obsona during,
Probably you're
building,
referring to the one to be given to the BJMP of Iriga? Was it already given? Was it BJMP or?
we also included Assistant Secretary so that they can also award this plaque. So thank you. If any other questions, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Next.
The next item, Your Honor, is the transferred item from letters. Letter K, the basic letter of Engineer
Mr.
Express.
Chairman, point of order, please. Before that transferred items,
There were inclusions.
there were inclusions that preceded over the items stated in the agenda. In fact, the Honorable Noble, nainot na duman sa mga inclusion kasubago. So, let it be followed. So, that is my point of order, Mr. Chair.
I stand corrected, Your Honor. I'm sorry. The first inclusion, Your Honor, is Board Member Simando. Commander Simando.
Simando Noble Julia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a resolution appreciating and commending Police Superintendent Errol T. Garcitorena Jr. for his exemplary performance and laudable achievement as Chief of Police of the Pili Municipal Police Office. My co-author of this resolution is the Vice Governor Fortunato Sipil. May I move for the approval of this
Any second?
resolution?
Duly seconded by the Honorable Bengua and the Honorable Banyas. There being no objection, the resolution as proposed by the Honorable Simando is hereby approved.
The inclusion, Your Honor, of Board Member Nelson B. Holia.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. This is a resolution urging the Department of Agriculture and the Department of Health to strictly monitor the possible entry of avian influenza outbreak in the province of Camarines Sur. Whereas the Bicol region is mainly an agricultural rich region and one of the biggest distributor of broiler and poultry products in the country, with a total of 10,255,497 heads contribution to the national inventory in 2016. The Department of Agriculture, the first bird flu outbreak has spread in the towns in Central Luzon, with over 300,000 poultry heads affected. That leads to the declaration of state of calamity in the entire province of Pampanga. Whereas due to the outbreak, the Department of Health has advised the public to remain calm but vigilant threat to public that can cause danger to both human, whereas vigilance should be done by the local government units in close coordination with the national government agencies so that it can action immediately to prevent any unusual illness that can spread in any poultry in the region and the province. Whereas conducting proactive and restrictive measures against the virus and issuing regular updates on the status of the outbreak in the province is needed to be able to establish quarantine protocols to prevent the spread of the avian virus in the entire province of Camarines Sur in its neighboring provinces. Whereas ocular inspection to all duck farms and poultries should be done in order to contain the spread of the virus and to be able to ensure that poultries and farms in the province are following the government's guidelines against the possible infection of the virus. Whereas biosecurity measures should also be implemented and intensified in all possible entry points like airport, seaports, highways, and other facilities in the province to keep the entire province of Camarines Sur bird flu free. Whereas the avian flu virus in the country continue to worry poultry raisers and consumers in the entire Bicol region, as well as in the province of Camarines Sur, and the government should continue to provide its constituent with accurate information to avoid panic, to protect its livelihood. I move for this approval, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Duly seconded by the Honorable Figuracion and Honorable Banyes.
Board Member Pacamara, Mr. Chairman, is my, who is the Chairman Committee on Health,
Is your
my
co-author.
co-sponsor of this resolution.
Co-sponsor. Let it be noted that the Honorable Pacamara is a co-sponsor of the proposition made by the Honorable Nelson Julia. Motion is carried.
The inclusions, Your Honor, of Board Member Helmar S. Pacamara.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Actually, I have three inclusion
Yes.
and
2 inclusion and 1 transfer.
one taken out from letters, ano yun? Communications and itong letter K,
go ahead.
Mr. Chairman. Okay. Thank you. Number 1 is a resolution resolution requesting the Department of Public Works and Highways through Secretary Mark A. Villar for the immediate completion of concrete 2-lane bridges for the herein below listed bridge construction project in the province of Camarines Sur, co-authored by board members Hernandez and Haushan. Whereas there are several proposed construction of concrete 2-lane bridges Camarines Sur that needs to be completed, and some existing ones which are either damaged nor passable by vehicles proposed to be converted into concrete 2-lane bridges, of which said proposed construction projects are listed herein below, to wit:
Yes, we have a copy.
Number 1, construction of Cambalidyo, Kawayan Bridge in Libmanan, Camarines Sur. Status: proposal, presently a damaged spillway to be converted into a concrete 2-lane bridge. Number 2, construction of Malbugon Bridge in Libmanan, Camarines Sur. Presently a hanging bridge to be converted into a concrete 2-lane bridge. Number 3, construction of Tampuhan, Sibuho Bridge in Libmanan, Camarines Sur, to be constructed a concrete 2-lane bridge. Number 4, construction of Tinalmud Viejo, Libmanan, Tinalmud, Pasakaw Bridge in Camarines Sur. Status: presently a damaged hanging bridge to be converted into a concrete 2-lane bridge. Number 5, construction of Katanusan, Baliwag Viejo Bridge in Minalabak, Camarines Sur, to be constructed a concrete 2-lane bridge. Construction of San Vicente, Dalipay Bridge in Milaor, Camarines Sur. Proposal to be constructed a concrete 2-lane bridge. Number 7, construction of Patong, Pamplona, Loob, Cainsa Bridge in Camarines Sur, to be constructed a concrete 2-lane bridge. And last,
That's 2.
number 8, construction of Baliwag Viejo, Baliwag Novo Bridge in Minalabak, Camarines Sur. Proposal to be constructed a concrete 2-lane bridge. And last but not the least, construction of Taririk Bridge in Minalabak, Camarines Sur. Proposal to repair, improve, and expand existing bridge. So these are the proposed existing ones which are either damaged nor passable by vehicles, Mr. Chairman, and I will no longer read the other whereases, for members who were given a copy a while ago. So I move for its approval.
Any second, duly seconded by the Honorable Oliva and Honorable Bengua. The resolution as proposed by the Honorable Pacamara is hereby approved. Your second inclusion, sir.
Another resolution, Mr. Chairman. A resolution authorizing the Honorable Miguel Luis R. Villapuerte, Governor, to enter into for and behalf of the province of Camarines Sur a memorandum of agreement as Certification Service Philippines Company, represented by Ms. Catherine R. Coro, Managing Partner, relative to providing ISO 9001-2008 certifications for the legislative process. Again, Mr. Chairman, while ago, a copy.
Unanimously seconded, there being no objection, the resolution as proposed by the
Resolution authorizing the Governor of Camarines, Luis R. Villaverde, to enter into and sign a memorandum agreement for and in behalf of the Province of Camarines Sur with the Department of Public Works and Highways and the Department of Interior and Local Government relative to the implementation of the Special Local Fund, Road Fund, under Republic Act 8794 or the MUVUC law. I move for its approval, Mr. Chairman.
Duly seconded by the Honorable Noble and Honorable Simando and Honorable Rex Oliva. The resolution is hereby approved, there being no objection.
And last but not the least, Mr. Chairman, is an ordinance.
Yes.
Which the committee on the Oversight Committee recommends during my committee report. An ordinance confirming the utilization of existing provincial seal of Camarines Sur in the official transactions and functions of the provincial government of Camarines Sur and further confirming the adoption thereof as the official seal of the province of Camarines Sur. I submit, Mr. Chairman, to the members for their perusal before I move for its adaptation and approval.
I believe
Any
that
comment?
everybody
Yeah.
has a copy of the
Members who are
proposed
given a copy, yes,
yes,
Mr. Chairman.
I believe so. Yes, the Honorable Oliva.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The draft ordinance out of oversight committee. So we know for a fact, Mr. Chair, ordinance is that resolution is while ordinance shall have a permanency in character, and there are observations. This representation will be enlightened by the proponent. So, proposed measure, I believe, we should limit a measure because of a request by the provincial director of PNP. Mentioned here, Police Senior Superintendent Jerry F. Biaris, which in the second whereas, it states here, of the province of Camarines Sur was done of the damaged documents. After, do we have any proof to that effect? In fact, if we will read carefully this whereas, we are not sure if the document showing what our official seal is in the form of a resolution or ordinance. Because it states here, the ordinance or resolution na yaon ang official seal kang Sangguniang Panlalawigan, mayo, we are not even sure of what document we really have. And that is the basis of the committee to pass this measure. And another thing which was observed by this representation, it uses the word resolve as it is hereby resolved. Resolve as it is hereby resolved, Mr. Chair, is being used in a resolution. In and in a legislative measure, that has no permanency and character. And in the next paragraph, it states here, be it ordained by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan in session assembled, which is the appropriate wordings considering that this is an ordinance. Halimbawa, now therefore on motion of the Honorable Hilmar Pacamara, duly seconded, be it, ang ikakaagta na, bakong resolve as it is hereby resolved, but be it ordained by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan in session assembled. So these are my observations, Mr. Chair, in the legislative measure being proposed. Other than that, do we really have to pass an ordinance just because the PNP requested us for any resolution or document showing, because it is stated in the first whereas, a copy of a resolution or any document pertaining to the official seal of the province of Camarines Sur. Did we have extensive research on the matter?
I believe that we have 3 items under query. The first item is the first whereas, which states that this particular ordinance is due to the request of a certain police senior superintendent. And the second point of inquiry is the second whereas, which basically says that the particular ordinance was officiating the seal of the province was burned. And the third is item number 35 that says resolved as it is hereby resolved, and the proposal of the Honorable Oliva is for this item, the third item, to be excused from your proposed ordinance. So what is the pleasure of the principal author as regards number 1, 2, and 3, the 3 observations?
Yeah, before that, Mr. Chairman, I would like to inform the body that a week ago, the Committee on Oversight assembled, meet for the first time to tackle this request. Actually, Mr. Chairman, it was all members of the Committee on Oversight were present during the committee hearing, and a certain police senior inspector, I forget, Adubiso, and the other staff of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. And it so happened that the request of the PNP to issue them the official as a certification of the official seal of the province of Camarines Sur opens the minds of the members of the committee. Really, what is really the official seal, or is the seal being used by LGU Council is really the official seal approved by what body? So nagkaiba pong research. Actually, pighanap mi talaga, and si Governor kang during that time. Pero they malocate, Mr. Chairman, they maaraman kung si nag-sponsor kang pag-adapt o kaya pag-approve kang official seal na pinagamit ngunyan sa presente kang sa tuyang probinsya, isa nag-secondar, ano ba to, unanimously seconded, approved by the governor during that time, yung ang presiding officer. Pero mayo po sa history ta. But then in observation po, the observation of the board member from the 5th district with regards to the YSS, the items number 20.
The first whereas is to be excused also.
And the paragraph 4, fourth paragraph, Mr. Chairman, will be adopted.
So basically, you are amendable
Yeah,
to
Mr. Chairman.
the
That's why
first
before
and second whereas to be excused, and the third,
to be
the result.
corrected. Yep.
Yeah.
That's why before I move for the approval of such of this ordinance, I submit to the members for their comments, Mr. Chairman.
So my other observation, Mr. Chair, is that the extensive research done by whom? Because under Section 22 of the Local Government Code, this speaks of the inherent corporate powers of a local government unit. And stated therein, Mr. Chair, if it cannot be under Section 22, corporate powers. Every local government unit as a corporation shall have the following powers. There are 6, Mr. Chair. And number 1, to have continuing succession in its corporate name. Number 2, to sue and be sued. Number 3, to have and use a corporate seal. Number 4, to acquire and convey real or personal property. 5, to enter into contracts. And 6, to exercise such other powers as are granted to corporations subject to the limitations provided in this code and other laws. Under letter B of that, Mr. Chair, is about corporate seal, and states here, local government units may continue using, modify, or change their existing corporate seals, provided that the new established local government units or those without corporate seals may create their own corporate seals, which shall be registered with the Department of the Interior and local government, provided further that any change of a corporate seal shall also be registered as provided herein. My question is, did we ever inquire from the DILG if there is any document showing about the official seal of the province? Because we are using the official seal of the province since time immemorial. It has been there so long ago. So, I believe there are documents to that effect showing or depicting what our official seal is, as we all know.
So what's your so what's the pleasure of the?
We did not seek the opinion nor the opinion of the DILG with regards to the official seal, Mr. Chairman.
Because what may be in the ordinance, in the proposed ordinance, Mr. Chair, there is already the illustration or the depiction of our corporate seal. What if, although nakalaag man igdigabos, kung ano ang nakalaag sa silta, paano kung sa DILG, iba ang mga wordings duman?
No, coming from my colleague, Mr. Chairman, the official seal being used is time immemorial. So, siguro, Mr. Chairman, yun na niyang submit duman sa DILG. Otherwise, the DILG itself will question the LGU CAMSUR with regards to the seal being used by the province.
So, as earlier manifested by the proponent, Mr. Chair, this all emanated from the request of the PNP, requesting
basically for the PNP to have or to use the seal in their uniform.
Yes, for a resolution or any document showing about the official seal of the province. And as I read, there is here a provision in the local government code that one of the inherent corporate powers of a local government unit is to have and use the corporate seal. And the same should be submitted to the Department of the Independent Local Government. So there may be a document or any document that shows about or speaks about the official seal of the province.
Is it the understanding of the chair that what you are proposing is for the proponent to first do a research as far as DILG records are concerned? Is that what you are proposing?
To consult, no longer an extensive research, Mr. Chair, but for us to inquire from the Department of the Interior and Local Government if there is any showing. And if there is, so iyon na lang to ang itatauta duman sa PNP.
What say you, sir?
Mr. Chairman, a while ago, I said that members were given a copy, and it was stated, and it was read by my colleague under, whereas paragraph 2, wherein no document whatsoever was found because of kang yaong pa ang opisina kang probinsya sa Naga City.
Is the records with DILG? Is that what you are saying, sir?
Yes, Mr. Chair, because as stated here, study on the matter, the Office of the Secretary are record. So, official seal of the province supporting that, Mr. Chair. However, the things here and delete some of the were assessed. As you know, sinabi ko nakasubag
the principal author is already amendable to excusing the first two were assessed and six. However, there is a
same with the title. So changing the
in response to that, Mr. Chair, what if we pass an ordinance stating only we will just be describing what our official
in fairness, because I suppose that during when the local governments were to the DILG, there might be records stating what were the wisdom of those people who drafted our official seal, but that would of course depend on the proponent, whether he is in fact amenable to an inquiry from the DILG.
I submit, Mr. Chairman, to the members on such suggestion, whether to seek the DILG or to just change the wordings and delete some were assessed and other items in this proposed ordinance or not. Otherwise, Mr. Chairman, it will take more part of June. And
so what you are, the principal author is asking if you will be I really do not understand the
my suggestion, Mr. Chair, revision of Republic Act 7160 that part of the inherent powers of a local government unit is to have and use corporate seal, and it states here that local government units may continue using. So we just continue use of the corporate seal. However, it states here that to be registered with the Department of the Interior and Local Government, while we already know what our corporate seal is. So the description maybe baka iba duman sa nakaregister sa DILG.
That's the reason why, Mr. Chairman, we are passing such ordinance. Time immemorial, iyon na po yung pinagamit na seal, official seal kang probinsya kang Camarines Sur. And because of the request of the PNP, napukawan kita na, si question na, is this really the seal being approved by the previous members of
The body.
the Sangguniang Panlalawigan or not? So, kaya nga po nagpapasakitan ng ordinance at gusto tang adaptaron ining silyo na pinagagamit sa presente kang sa tuyang probinsya.
We already have been adopting the official seal of the province even before our terms, Mr. Chair. However, if the Honorable Pacamara would agree that we will change other terminologies here. Instead of an ordinance confirming the utilization of the existing provincial seal, etc., etc., why not just put in there an ordinance depicting or describing or illustrating the official seal of the province of Camarines Sur?
I submit, Mr. Chairman.
I think the author is amenable to your proposition. So the ordinance will read as an ordinance depicting the official seal of the of Camarines Sur in the official transaction and function of the provincial government of Camarines Sur, and further confirming and adopting thereof as the official seal of the province. It would read that way.
No, Mr. Chair, as simply, if the proponent will agree that an ordinance depicting the official seal of the province of Camarines Sur.
So it is the understanding of the chair that the proposed ordinance will read as the title, an ordinance depicting the official seal of the provincial
Or the province of
government of Camarines Sur. That's it.
And we will, if the proponent will agree, we will not put where assessed therein. Ilagta na lang, be it ordained.
Subject to style, Mr.
I think that was already discussed earlier.
Yes.
So there is a proposed ordinance with
But before that, Mr. Chairman, authors are the members of the Committee on Oversight as well as the board member from the 5th District. Actually.
duly noted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Honorable Pacamara. But, Mr. Chair, can we have an agreement that if there is a showing, describing itong nakalagay from them, or ininang nakalagig di, Honorable Jojo Bingwa, and this basic letter from the Sangguniang Barangay.
Sir,
Yes.
James Ocean.
May we know the tight solution?
So, a resolution allowing the Barangay Itulan to construct the situated as required attachment paper for the release of funds, Mr. Chairman. So,
The motion and the resolution is approved.
so thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yun.
First regularization for the month of September will be on, I think, will be on September 6. requesting
included Kasureco 4 to RC in the over or under adjustment. Considering that we cannot act on it yet, the provincial secretary or the assistant provincial secretary write a letter.
The August body is still conducting its investigation as regards to the. Before we adjourn, the chair wishes birthday. Hindi narinig. We wish to the Honorable Simando, happy 17th birthday, sir.
So before